early start this morning. We're just leaving Oyster Bay in Albany and heading off towards Esperance. So early, not my favourite. So it's 4:30, got up, so just heading off now about 10 to 5. And goodbye Albany. You're in your blanket, you look so funny in here, it's all stripy. It's now 5 PM. We've been going for 12 hours since leaving Albany and we're just getting close to Dillon Bay. So we've made pretty good distance, about 80 nautical miles. So we've made a good speed. It's been a bit interesting getting back in the groove. We haven't sailed for nearly a month, sitting in Albany waiting for weather. But it's very pretty going around the point here. We've got some lovely cliffs, sand dunes right up high, which is unusual. It's quite interesting. We arrived here at Little Boat Harbour. A very nice spot, very flat. You can see behind me, the beach was full of four-wheel drives just a minute ago, but they're obviously nicking off for sunset. But our problem today was, yesterday we were fiberglassing and reinforcing our anchor locker, and I detected a couple of little minor cracks in the chain guide, and I noticed that the little bench that it sits on was a little bit weaker, so I was reinforcing it. But our catalyst is a bit old, and so therefore it didn't cure properly, and so it's still curing at the moment. So we've got the heater in here running, trying to warm it up. So we had to disconnect the chain. So I've tied the anchor up onto the bow, and it was still on its safety catch. But a couple hours into our sail, Joanne said she could hear a rattle, and I've come forward and no more, she's gone. So luckily we always carry a spare anchor. It's the same size as our primary anchor. So we've put that back on, thrown that over tonight, and then once I get everything sorted, I'll reattach it to the chain, which we've end for ended to where the galv on the other end. So yes, very expensive. That's about $900 to $1,000 Australian. So a bit of an expensive day today. So I've come forward today to have a look. When I've run up, first thing I noticed was that my rope here had been chafed through. It was on fourfold, so it had quite a few wraps onto it, but that was only holding the stock in here. And then I've grabbed the actual safety catch, and that catch has just let go. So no more, she's gone. So down here was where our spare anchor was. We pulled that out at the moment. All the ropes on the tramp that we don't need, I've thrown it over. And we're now on the auxiliary anchor until I can get it undone and changed over to be on our chain. So I've got our little fan heater. He's in here warming up, helping to accelerate the reaction and get that cured. Then I can grind it back and clean it up and put some flow coat over it and make it all nice.
Clean the hole after? There was no noise though.
So dives over. That's pretty cool. We're just leaving Little Boat Harbour, heading around the point and going to cruise past Bremer Bay and have a look in there, and then we'll finish up at House Beach. So yeah, lovely calm, it was a good dive. Didn't see any leafies, but it was still enjoyable, lots of fish. And I smell lunch and I'm hungry. Soup, that's not very filling, but anyway. So we're just coming up to the Doubtful Islands. That little passage over here is no go, quite shallow. Little boats maybe, but not for us. So we're just coming up, we're passing through this gap here. And the Doubtful Islands is that first one, and this one over this side, through the sails there. It's very sloppy here. The waves are just bouncing off the granite rock and just coming straight back at us. That's a washing machine. Somebody's not working too hard. Good afternoon, it's day 285 and we left at 4:30 this morning from Doubtful Island Bay. We've got about a 70-mile trip to Investigator Island. It's a little spot in a direct line with Esperance where we're heading for, and it's yeah, very isolated out in the middle of nowhere. It's a seal colony, so we'll see what's there when we get there, but we certainly won't be diving. Yeah, we're going along beautifully. The wind's finally picked up. Been motoring all morning, and we're plodding along now with about 11 knots of wind, sort of averaging about 7 knots, so we're doing quite well with that, sitting we're fairly heavy. So it's lunchtime. Joanne's down in the galley. Soup. It's like I'm on a diet. So she's a little bit windy now. We're up to 18 knots. It's amazing after we left this morning and it's pure glass. But we're scooting along beautifully, doing 8.5 knots consistent, sometimes surfing to 9.5. So up in the distance there, that's Investigator Island. So we're coming in, only got about 15 minutes to go and we're there.
Just arrived at Investigator Island. It's just one massive granite rock by the looks of it. It's huge. I've got a nice protected bay. Hopefully the wind drops off tonight so we can sit comfortably in here. Look at them. You can see the big ones. See how huge they are.
Yeah, there's two different types. That looks a difficult challenge. That looks like a real challenge.
Yeah, the waves are big rollers coming in, you don't realise. There is heaps, there's so many of them. All the rocks have got them all on them.
I can sail them. I can get up in there. We can just bob. Yeah, it's very dirty. He's not even moving. All right, mate. He's not fast. Oh. Keep it going. They're coming? They're coming for a look. That's alright, we're just ripping.
He's rolling big time.
He's playing. Oh, don't you want to get your snorkel?
Oh,
this one's doing a handstand.
Look at them all. Slippery side, watch this. Straight down. Oh, ouch, you poor thing. Chris, the boat's going to get flipped. And there's a...
I'll take the boat the other way.
No, it's going in, Chris. Don't run, don't run. Oh no, no, oh no! Chris! What the hell? You're an idiot! Oh, and here's another one. Oh, Christopher! Chris, you're an idiot. We did say no, no, and no. So what do you do? And it's all recorded. This is when your husband doesn't listen to you. I didn't want him. Didn't want to do this. He said there's definitely no dramas, and now we've got problems. The tender's not bringing back out. Cruz, I'll get back in. I'll get back in the boat.
Well, we jumped out. If it's only a metre swell, I wouldn't like to come in here with anything more.
Wow.
That was rather exciting. He's not dead. Hello, buddy. Let me get my shade. He's not impressed. You're too quick. I wasn't ready. Look, he's just looking. What the hell are you doing up here? These guys have just woken up. Hello? Yep.
So we're in this bay, and the boys are on the top of that hill, straight through there, trying to get a photo of the boats in the bay.
It does look pretty cool. The top. Is it this rock or that rock is the highest point? Well. Looking from there, I'll say that was spectacular.
There's nothing stopping you, Chris, from getting in that water.
What? Wetsuit stopping me, it's back there.
Well, let's go get your wetsuit and I'll video you in the water. I'm just not getting in, it's too chilly.
I'm gonna go get my wetsuit. Let's go back.
Get in?
No, can you get me up?
Don't sit on that back.
You need your wetsuit.
Yeah, look at this here. Look, there's nothing there. It's just a
That's where the
hole.
farts come out. It's cold. There's a breeze down my back.
Really? I think that wetsuit's no longer.
Can you mend that hole, please? Doesn't feel good.
I'll save.
Look at this one, right behind the fishes. What are you doing?
Look at him.
How about it's down on this rock?
Oh.
Hello.
He's getting
You're so
so close.
You're so close. Yeah.
Oh, he's just down there. Look, he's just down there.
Where?
Just here.
Where? Am I safe to jump or is he going to take my toes? He's watching me. Oh, Jesus.
Oh, he just swam right behind you.
They're jumping all around. Going around the rock. my fins! He's checking out my fins! What's he doing? Getting this stuff close!
It's so cold, eh? I'm wearing my mask. That one. Oh, it's so clear. You could see him. And he just shoots and he comes out right up there and just sees it.
What do you think of that?
That was so cool.
That was cool.
That was cool.
So yeah, we just went up there. And a little snorkel with the seals. Yeah, no, that was good. I'm glad we braved the cold. Spectacular spot. So we're just leaving Little Boat. We're just leaving Little Boat Harbour. Turn that bastard off and try again. We're just leaving Little Boat Harbour.